Have you ever noticed that some meals leave you feeling sluggish or achy, even when you're just sitting in your favorite chair? Maybe you've chalked it up to just getting older. But what if I told you that some of the foods you're eating could be quietly speeding up the clock? Hi there, friend. Let's settle in for a chat about something that affects all of us as we get a little wiser. The foods we eat and how they might be aging us faster than we realize. Now, I'm not here to scare you or take away the joy of eating. Goodness knows, a warm slice of pie or a savory dinner should still bring a smile to your face. But after 70, our bodies change, and some foods that never bothered us before can start to work against us. The good news? With a few simple swaps, you can keep enjoying delicious meals and feel more vibrant, energetic, and yes, even a little younger. Today, we're going to talk about 3 common foods that sneak into our diets and accelerate aging. We'll tackle the first 2 in this video, and I'll share tasty, satisfying alternatives that'll make you forget you ever missed the old stuff. Sound good? Let's get started. The first culprit, processed meats. You know what I'm talking about, those salty, smoky slices of ham at the deli counter, the hot dogs at summer picnics, or even that quick bacon and egg breakfast. They're convenient, familiar, and oh so satisfying. But here's the problem. Processed meats are loaded with nitrates, sodium, and something called advanced glycation in products. Let's just call them AGEs for short. These AGEs are like little troublemakers in your body. They stiffen your arteries, inflame your joints, and even dull your skin's natural glow. Now, I'm not saying you need to swear off flavor forever. Let's be real. Life's too short for bland food. Instead, try swapping processed meats for leaner, fresher proteins. A grilled turkey breast seasoned with rosemary and garlic can be just as hearty as a ham sandwich. Or how about a flaky piece of baked salmon? It's packed with omega-3s that fight inflammation and keep your brain sharp. And if you're craving something smoky, try marinating chicken or tofu in liquid smoke and paprika. You'll get that familiar comfort without the hidden costs. The second offender, sugary snacks and sodas. Raise your hand if you've ever reached for a cookie or a glass of sweet tea to beat the afternoon slump. Don't worry, I'm guilty too. But here's the thing. After 70, our bodies aren't as forgiving of that sugar rush. Excess sugar doesn't just add inches to your waistline. It latches onto proteins in your body in a process called glycation. This leads to stiff muscles, wrinkles, and even foggy thinking. And sugary sodas? They're like pouring rust into a well-oiled machine. They wear down your bones and spike your blood sugar, leaving you more tired than before. But hold on, before you think I'm here to steal your joy, let's talk alternatives. Sweeten your day with nature's candy, juicy berries, slices of mango, or a square of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher. It's rich in antioxidants. Craving something fizzy? Try sparkling water with a splash of 100% fruit juice or a few muddled mint leaves. And if baking is your love language, experiment with ripe bananas or unsweetened applesauce to cut the sugar in recipes. You'll still get that sweetness you crave, but without the crash. A gentle transition. Now, I know change isn't always easy. Maybe you're thinking, but I've eaten these foods for decades. And that's okay. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Start small. Next time you're at the grocery store, pick up a rotisserie chicken instead of deli meat. Swap 1 soda a day for herbal tea. Celebrate those little wins. They add up. And speaking of adding up, there's one more food we need to talk about. It's sneaky, hiding in plain sight in pantries and restaurants everywhere. But we'll save that for next time. For now, why not share in the comments? What's one swap you're excited to try this week? Let's inspire each other. Until then, remember, food isn't just fuel, it's love, memory, and joy. Let's make sure it's working for you, not against you. You know, it's funny how some of the foods we trust the most can quietly work against us. Think about it. You're sitting at the kitchen table, maybe enjoying a warm biscuit with your afternoon tea, or a bowl of buttery mashed potatoes at dinner. Comforting, right? But here's the thing. What if I told you that those very foods might be the reason your joints creak a little louder or your energy dips faster than it used to? Let's talk about the third culprit hiding in plain sight, the one I hinted at last time. The third sneaky offender, refined carbohydrates. Now, before you side-eye your bread basket, let me explain. Refined carbs, like white bread, pastries, or even that instant mashed potato mix, are stripped of their natural fiber and nutrients during processing. What's left is a starch that acts like sugar in your body. It spikes your blood glucose, fuels inflammation, and over time, can make your cells age faster. Ever heard the phrase, carbs make you tired? It's not the carbs themselves, it's the kind of carbs. These refined versions digest so quickly that they leave you crashing, craving more, and feeling like you've run a marathon when all you did was finish lunch. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up carbs to feel your best. In fact, the right ones can be your ally. Swap that white bread for a hearty slice of whole grain rye or sourdough. Both are easier on your blood sugar and packed with fiber to keep your digestion humming. Love mashed potatoes? Try cauliflower mash instead. Steam it, blend it with a touch of garlic and a splash of olive oil, and I promise, it'll taste just as rich. And if baking is your therapy, I see you, weekend pie makers. Experiment with almond flour or oat flour. They add a nutty depth to muffins and pancakes, and your body will thank you for the extra nutrients. Putting it all together. Now, let's pause for a moment. We've talked about processed meats, sugary treats, and refined carbs. 3 foods that might be aging you faster than necessary. But here's what I don't want you to do. Walk away feeling overwhelmed. This isn't about overhauling your life overnight. It's about making small, sustainable changes that add up. Take Marjorie, for example, a lovely woman from my community group who swore she'd never give up her daily ham sandwich. Instead of quitting cold turkey, she started by swapping her deli meat for roasted turkey breast twice a week. Then she tried smoked salmon. Now, she says her arthritis pain has eased so much, she's back to tending her rose garden every morning. Or my neighbor, Frank, who traded his afternoon soda for sparkling water with a squeeze of orange. He told me, I didn't realize how much that sugar was fogging up my brain until it was gone. Stories like theirs aren't about deprivation, they're about rediscovery. It's about finding new favorites that love you back. A word about cravings and grace. Let's be honest, cravings happen. Maybe you'll still want a hot dog at a ball game or a slice of birthday cake at your grandkid's party. And guess what? That's okay. Life's too short to skip the moments that matter. The key is balance. Enjoy that treat, savor it, and then return to your nourishing swaps the next day. Aging well isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself most of the time. And if you slip up, give yourself the same kindness you'd give a dear friend. Progress, not perfection, is what keeps us moving forward. What's next? You've got the tools now. 3 simple swaps to help you feel more vibrant. But what about the how? How do you make these changes stick without feeling like you're on a never-ending diet? How do you navigate the grocery store, restaurants, or even family gatherings without stress? That's exactly what we'll explore next time. We'll talk about building a pantry that supports your goals, handling social situations with confidence, and even share a few crowd-pleasing recipes that'll make your taste buds and your body sing. In the meantime, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you've already made, or want to make, that you're proud of? Let's cheer each other on in the comments. Remember, friend, every bite is a chance to nourish the life you love. Let's make them count. Part 3. Final points and conclusion. You know, there's a saying I've always loved. Asterisk, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Asterisk, and that's exactly how I feel about the choices we make with our food. It's never too late to start nourishing yourself in a way that makes you feel strong, vibrant, and truly alive. So let's talk about how to turn those swaps we've discussed into lasting habits without turning your kitchen upside down. Making it stick, pantry tricks, and mindset shifts. First things first, let's tackle the pantry. Ever opened a cupboard and felt like it's conspiring against you? I get it. Those half-empty bags of chips or that leftover birthday cake can whisper pretty loudly when you're hungry. Here's a trick that's worked wonders for me. Out of sight, out of mind. Start by moving those refined carbs or sugary snacks to a high shelf. Or better yet, donate them to a food drive. Replace them with jars of nuts, dried fruit, no added sugar, or whole grain crackers. When healthier options are the easiest grab, you're far more likely to reach for them. And let's talk about family gatherings or dinners out. You don't have to be the person nibbling lettuce while everyone else digs into lasagna. Instead, offer to bring a dish to share. Maybe that cauliflower mash we talked about, or a vibrant berry salad. You'll have something you love and introduce others to how delicious healthy eating can be. At restaurants, don't be shy about asking for substitutions. Most places are happy to swap fries for steamed veggies or offer a grilled chicken breast instead of fried. A recipe to try, comfort without the cost. Speaking of sharing, let me leave you with one of my favorite quick recipes, a cozy, nutrient-packed meal that's perfect for chilly evenings or when grandkids pop by. Savory sweet potato and black bean chili. Sauté onions and garlic in olive oil until golden dot. Add diced sweet potatoes, black beans, canned tomatoes, and a dash of cumin and smoked paprika dot. Simmer until the sweet potatoes are tender dot. Top with avocado and a sprinkle of cilantro dot. It's hearty, full of fiber, and the spices are natural inflammation fighters. Plus, it freezes beautifully for those I don't feel like cooking days. The power of yet. Now, I'll be honest, change isn't always linear. Maybe you'll try almond flour pancakes and think, not quite like my old recipe. That's okay. My friend Clara once told me, I don't love the swap yet. And that little word, yet, holds so much power. It means you're open to discovery. Maybe you'll tweak the recipe, add a dash of cinnamon, or pair it with a dollop of Greek yogurt. Every meal is a chance to learn what works for you. A final thought, you're worth the effort. Let's circle back to where we started. Those 3 aging accelerators, processed meats, sugary snacks, refined carbs, they're not villains. They're just habits that no longer serve you. And habits can be reshaped, one small step at a time. Remember Marjorie and her turkey swaps? Or Frank and his fizzy water? Their stories aren't about restriction. They're about choosing energy over inertia, joy over guilt, and life over limitation. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one swap that excites you. Maybe it's baking with almond flour, sipping herbal tea instead of soda, or trying that cauliflower mash. Stick with it for a week. Notice how you feel. Your body will whisper, or maybe shout, it's gratitude. Let's keep the conversation going. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small victory you've had since we started this journey? Did you try a new recipe? Rediscover an old favorite in a healthier way? Share your story in the comments. We're all here to learn and grow together. And if this resonated with you, consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. It helps more folks like you find these conversations, and I'm committed to bringing you practical, uplifting tips every week. From my heart to yours, thank you for taking this time to invest in yourself. Aging isn't about slowing down. It's about stepping into the wisdom, joy, and vitality you've earned. Here's to savoring every bite, every laugh, and every sunrise ahead. Cheers to your health, friend.